Today I've taken apart the whole dash so I can reach the fan that seems to be stuck. Maybe it's just to put some oil in the bearings, but I'm even if it had worked, it's good to clean everything here. And I will see if I can put some kind of filter here, which is standard in all modern cars. Maybe I can cut something here, so just put it up underneath, because it needs to be replaced at least every 2 years. See if I can be able to reach it from here over the engine. I think it will be possible. So now I shall take this apart and see if it's working and clean everything. Now we'll see what we found inside. Oops. Yeah, it really needed to be cleaned. Then I'll see if the fan is working also. Now I have cleaned the parts and I tested the other fan that I have here, and it feels like it was a little bit better. So I'm going to use this one instead of the old one here. Here's a new heater control valve that will sit under here. And then my plan is to build some kind of box for pollen filter. I found a filter that's quite small, so here is a square tube, plastic one, and I have 55 millimeter aluminum hose. My plan is now to be able to fit this 55 millimeter hose right about somewhere here, maybe. I started to modify this air intake. So one hose will go in here and maybe point that way. And then I will have 2 walls here. I'm about to cut a hole here in the back where the air is coming in. So it will go in here and down to a hose, and then in the pollen filter and up under here and in here and then into the fan. Now I made the template for what I will cut out in plastic. Here. So I get this little box inside the ventilation system. So when the fan comes on up here, I will get the filtered air in here, and then it will come in here and then into the ventilation. Now I mounted the hoses. This one is the air intake, so it comes from this one and this one. And then a bit of air goes under here and up in here, and also from this one in here, and then it comes down to this tube that will go into a little box that I begin to build, so it be something like this. Then I have pollen filter under, and then the air goes up in this one and in to the box inside, which leads to the fan that's mounted up on here. I started to build a filter box for the pollen filter, and now I have first painted it with this spray you need to have if you shall paint plastic. Now this cabin filter box is almost done. I will just attach it with some pieces of aluminum. These are the 3 aluminum brackets that I'm going to use. two brackets on top and one in the bottom, but I think I will make another one. First I thought it was possible to have three, but I wanted to sit really well. Now the cabin filter box is mounted, and here is the hose with air from outside. It comes in here through the filter and up here and into the fan. So now we get fresh air. The dashboard is mounted, and the steering wheel, and I replaced some lamps here, 3 of them, and one here I also needed to replace, and the cable got loose from the socket. So I will just solder that one, and then I think everything is okay here. There's some old paint I need to get rid of, but otherwise it looks really good. I have polished everything with this one. I have cleaned it, of course, first. And also the engine cover looks not like new, but much better than before. Here we can see the difference from when it's cleaned, and then I have this plastic renovator. It's a big difference. And I got rid of most of the shit that was stuck here, old paint and stuff. Now everything is mounted together, cleaned, polished, and all the instrument lights are working. The heater is working with the new heater control valve that originally is to a Volvo 740, but it's modified to fit here because it was easier to get one of those instead of the original one. And I have the box for cabin filter, which is really good to have, even though I don't get as much airflow as I should originally, but that's one thing that I thought would be like that, so it's okay. I'd rather had clean air than very lots of air. I can put in some extra fans if I want to. So I think it looks really good for being an old Mercedes transporter.